All right, man. Flip, what up, bro? What up, Z? You all right? Man. What? What's up? What's up, Zeno? Man, you know what it is. So, I mean, I see. So 50 just posted something about the transgender Shauna Brooks and all the situation. What happened, Z? So look. I sent you the movie. I sent you the movie clip, right? Okay, I saw it. Can you post that for the people to see, like the movie trailer? So, a couple of years ago, man, Cricket did this movie called False Advertisement. And it's about, first of all, I be doing my little movie thing and shit, but most of the times when I get casted, it's always for a drug dealer or, or some other motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, like a street dude. So this movie was different. It was a comedy about a man who played gay to win the love over a woman, all right? I read the script. The script was dope. I played the boss of an advertising agency that the man worked for, but I played a straight role. Evidently, Shauna Brooks was in the movie, all right? I never met Shauna Brooks. I never met Shauna Brooks in person to this day. We never did scenes together. Shauna got my number, I think, from Cricket, and had called me about some casting shit that she plays in movies. She, she's in the movie. She was in Love and Hip Hop. Okay, cool. Now, it took me a long time, a while, which, I'm happy for me to even understand the whole gay movement with men. Like as far as to be tolerant, as far as having gay friends and communicating with gay people. But as I've gotten mature, I've seen that they're just people. And it was, and I'm glad I made that decision because, growing up in Boston, it wasn't like that. We used to jump gay people. This was in the 80s, 90s. I didn't grow up around that shit at all. But I wasn't tolerant in the gay community. I wasn't the one that was necessary. But now I am, right? The transgender situation, I never had any communication with, all right? Up until I did the movie and I talked to Shauna Brooks. Me and Shauna Brooks had a couple of conversations on the phone, and I guess Althea had heard about it and tried to, this was years ago, try to insinuate that I was fucking with a transgender. So, of course, the very thing that I was talking about as far as, I don't necessarily, I think, by communicating, I don't want to be looked upon as messing with a transgender because, I don't have to argue that point. I've always messed with women. I love Ashley very dearly. She's beautiful. She's a woman. I've always loved women. All right. So I guess, I don't know what happened, but when Althea had tried to say something, Shauna must have taken the conversation, put the conversation out. Now, when I heard the conversation, you could tell the conversation's been chopped up. When I was on Clubhouse and me and the dude Ayan got into it, a gay man, about the first situation with Cavario, which I guess I have to explain that too. Althea took my son out to California when he was, when he just got born, and I went out there, try to reconcile and just to, be close to my newborn. And it didn't happen. I came back. I didn't have a place to stay. I didn't have a car. I didn't have too much money, so I was doing my hustle thing out in California. It's about 5 years ago, and came back here. Ended up getting my apartment and everything. But at the time, Cavario had picked me up from the airport. Cavario's from, he's the one that made up Don Diva. Very, very, very good friend of mine. One of the smartest gangsters I know. Really nothing to play with. You know what I'm saying? Like I told Cavario, all this internet shit, I said, I'm used to it. He ain't used to this type shit, And my thing is, what I'm saying, like, all this shit, like, no one's not going to come up to me or Cavario in person and dare say anything disrespectful in person. But we understand it's the internet. All right, cool. I explained it on Vlad what happened, that Cavario picked me up from the airport. I came back to Atlanta and I was staying in hotels before I got my apartment. Of course, the Red Roof Inn doesn't cost that much. So, if I'm going to speak, I was in hotels for almost 2 weeks running around. I was doing my 1-2. Don't want to get too much into that because I don't want to, fuck Cavario up in any way because he has programs now that are helping out lifers in jail and whatever. And I'm not trying to fuck up his situation, but I had to do my one too. Okay, so I was in the streets, went back to the streets, hustling. Um, I helped a lot of people out here. You know what I'm saying? And when I fell down on my luck, wasn't really nobody there for me. Not too many motherfuckers was there, but that's all right. 'Cause I'm a man. Them streets are there for me. I can go back and sell drugs if I'm need be, and that's always there for me. Okay, I'm not gonna be broke. What people would say is broke is to me would be, subjective. Like what broke is to me might not be broke to the next person. You know what I mean? My thing is, I don't hold my head down in situations of financial stress because I'm a hustler and I go get it. You know what I'm saying? That's been me. So that's what happened at the Red Roof in Cavario. But of course, people are gonna try to take shots, whatever. All right, cool. The Shauna Brooks situation, when all this is going down, it's like it's coming from everywhere. They're dropping old videos of the situation with Althea. They're dropping that Shauna Brooks thing was like 3 years ago. Now, let's just have common sense, right? If I was fucking with a transgender and I was on the phone with him, don't you think that conversation would be all like nasty as fuck? Don't you think you would have heard something out of me that insinuated some type of sexual when I'm talking to her is after when Althea made a big thing about it. It was a conversation that people are hearing now, and I'm saying, yeah, that lifestyle I'm not used to. I'm not used to talking to a transgender. I'm not used to communicating exactly. Not saying I'm used to dealing with her because I never even met her in person, right? Never met her in person. I sent you the trailer to the movie. The movie won the Miami Film Festival. The movie's about to come out on Tubi next month. The movie's an amazing fucking movie, and I'm glad I did it. So when you listen to the tape, and there's nothing me saying any type of sexual relationships that you would think that, but people are gonna try to take shit and try to smear my name. Okay, cool. I noticed that 50 Cent, Curtis said something and posted. Very unfortunate, because when I first met 50, you know what I'm saying, this is when he got stabbed up at the radio station, and he got stabbed up at the Hit Factory on 54th Street, you know what I'm saying, the big studio that everybody was going to. And I was with the Made Men at Sony Studios. He ended up running down there, coming in my studio session, you know what I'm saying, to kind of get away from Murder Inc. I didn't know John and Black and them at the time. So I had been fucking with Red Hot Lover Tone and the Trackmasters, and he asked me, he said, yo, I hear a number of good things about you. You a real nigga. He's bleeding on the side from getting stabbed, okay? He had no money. He showed me a gun with no bullets in it that his man, I guess, had pulled out but had no bullets in it. And I guess when they was beating him up, his man dropped the gun. I don't know if it was Yayo. I don't know who it was. You know what I'm saying? But he said that, yeah, his man dropped the gun, no bullets in it, and he got away. So he's bleeding on the side of himself and shit. So I'm like, damn, you need some help. Back then I was a millionaire back then. I had a car service at the Source magazine that we had on deck. And I called him a car service and I sent him to the hospital. Okay? So I kind of got him up out of that situation. For him to even play with this,
Well, hold on. How long you helped him in a situation which you felt compelled to. How long should it last for him not to talk about it? Like, as far as something like this, it's news, so he felt
like... How come he didn't talk about me being helping him? How come he's never talked about that?
We heard that story before. You told
No. How come he ain't never told that story?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm saying. So later on, me and Ja Rule get close, right? And then now I guess I'm his enemy. What you shaking your head for?
Because you gotta let me talk too, man. You can't just come on, Z. You're not.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna let you. All right. My bad, bro.
So hold on. No, all right. So you feel like you was enemy now because you became cool with Ja Rule? or it's just a story he's talking about?
I mean, Flip, like, that's obvious. That's obvious, no?
I mean,
if I helped you out of a situation that you was getting hands and feet put on, stabbed up, you had no money to get to the hospital. If I helped you out, wouldn't I be cool with you after that?
You putting me in the situation? You talking about me?
I'm saying if you was getting hands and feet put on you.
But you ain't see. Stop saying hands. If you ain't see, you see, stop.
Them
stop,
niggas.
Man. Stop. You see, you get the
listen, bro. Listen, Flip.
Here you
the
go.
Nigga was in the studio. They put hands and feet on him. They stabbed him. I mean, I seen the cut. He was bleeding. He was leaking all on the side of his shit. He showed me. Like, so if I did that, if I helped you out and sent you to the hospital, wouldn't that consider me and you cool?
Yeah, but then I can ask you a question. If you was cool with the nigga, then why would you be cool with Ja Rule and them then? That's the same thing.
Listen. First of all, like, how me and Ja got cool was because I ended up moving to Saddle River.
Oh.
And we and our kids ended up going to school together. Corey went to school with his daughter. My son went to school with his son. We ended up being cool that way. Okay? I didn't go be cool with Ja Rule to go against 50 Cent. I really didn't even know about their beef until I started hearing about it. Okay? This is my thing is I'm gonna ask you again. If I helped you out in that situation, because that was a serious situation. Like, let's say that he didn't come seek refuge in my studio. Who knows what murder could have been worse.
So, but how about also you and his man, the nigga that signed him, with at it for a long time, so he could have looked at it like that as well. You forgot about that part.
Say that again. Say that. Hold on. Say that again.
You and his man that signed him, y'all went at it for a long time. So does you save and send him to the hospital?
Who's this? Wait a minute. Who's this man? This is new to me. Who? Me and his man that signed? Oh, Eminem.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay. So then maybe right, but that didn't take place that night, obviously, because obviously he said me, yo, you a real nigga. Tone and Poke talk highly of you, and blah. I mean, he was in my fucking studio session talking about how dope I was, and I helped him. I didn't even know 50. I didn't know him like that. I heard him from the mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? The point is, I helped that man in a real situation. Fuck the Eminem shit. Fuck the Ja Rule shit. I helped that man, me, Benzino, help 50 Cent, regardless of anything. I found it in my heart to help that man. I could have been like, get the fuck out my studio. I don't want to have nothing to do with this. Why are you even down here? But I didn't do that. Called the man, got the man a car service because he had no money. Got the car service to take him to Bellevue Hospital.
So if he had no money, how he was in the studio, Z?
He went. It was Ja Rule in him session at Studio 54. He went down there, I guess, to beef with him. You'd have to ask that bitch ass nigga on that. This is my thing with 50, right? This is my thing with 50, right? As many weights as he lift, as many shit, you would think this nigga would probably be good with these. He's good with this.
Yes, he got jumped like you. We all get jumped. Stop.
I'm not.
He got the light
I'm not making fun of him getting jumped. I'm not making fun of him getting jumped.
But when I'm saying his hands about a situation.
I'm saying in the history of hip hop, have you ever heard 50 doing these with anybody?
I have, yes.
With who?
Outside.
I'm talking about in hip hop. All the enemies this nigga done made in hip hop. Has he ever done this with anybody?
They don't want to fight him.
Huh?
They don't want to fight him.
Who don't want to fight him?
A lot of niggas don't want to fight. He put hands on a lot of niggas.
Who?
I don't know. He did. I heard.
Who?
You know, Z. You know, Z. Stop. Z, don't stop.
I know.
Everybody knows.
Look.
Everybody knows.
That nigga's a rat in the pussy in my book.
Nah,
he's an informant, and he has no morals, and he has no really good judgment. The nigga's a multi-millionaire, and he's posting shit about me that ain't true. Fuck that nigga. And I'll stick my dick in his girl's mouth. If then we can see who's a tranny or who's all, I don't play those games, bro. Fuck that nigga. Fuck that nigga, bro. I'm trying to make, listen. I'm trying to make a point to say that I helped that bitch ass nigga.
Yo,
right? I helped that pussy ass rat informant ass nigga.
So you calling him a rat because
he's a rat. The nigga been on papers.
No, he's not. He's not a rat.
My nigga, he snitched on John them long time ago.
He's not a rat, Zeno. Come on, stop.
You know, my nigga. Do you need the paperwork?
See, I don't want no paperwork.
You don't want the well, if you don't want the paperwork, then you can't say he's not a rat.
I saw the paperwork. What did he ratted on? Did what?
The nigga ratted on Ja Rule and them for that shit that happened. Do you need the paperwork, Flip?
So why did anybody get incarcerated for stabbing?
Listen.
Did anybody get incarcerated?
Listen. You know what? We gonna get black. Okay, so why don't we get Black Child and Cadillac Tie on this shit? No, you don't want to do that. You don't want the truth. You don't want the truth. You want to keep believing that this nigga's some type of gangster. That nigga's a pussy.
It's not about the.
That nigga's pussy.
You call him pussy now? Hold on.
He's
you call him pussy now because he. But you never took
I give him what he want. I give him what he want.
Now you want to fight 50.
Nigga.
Now you want to fight
that
50.
nigga.
You calling him pussy?
He's a bitch.
Hold on. You didn't say he was a bitch before when you talked about him. You didn't say that.
The nigga just insinuated that I had relationships with transgender. Fuck that nigga, bro. Fuck his mother. Fuck anybody around him, bro. Nah. Crazy? Nigga, I die for mine, bro. I die for my manhood, bro. I die for my manhood, bro.
Enough, Zeno.
Fuck that nigga.
Enough.
Word.
All right. Enough.
Fuck, is he crazy or something? Like, and okay, now, so hold up. So let's get back to the conversation because, again, you don't think I'm a nasty nigga. Sexual, passionate, nasty nigga. You don't think that on that phone call with Shauna, there'd have been some type of nasty shit talk going on? Like, you could see where motherfuckers done chopped up and edited the fucking conversation. Me even having to defend myself.
Hold on. You doing Vlad TV talking about other niggas' topics, and now a nigga mention your topic, you call a nigga out his name and talking about...
No. He just didn't mention my topic.
Now, a lot of y'all niggas gonna say, yo, Flip, you riding for 50, you 50 this, you 50